guys, and welcome to Sense to Mint University, where dreams literally come to reality. No, literally. So, welcome you guys to Sense to Mint University, where you literally can go from sense, not having, dreaming it, to living it, and in mint condition. Seriously. So, you guys, this is an introduction to my purchasing real estate course. And a lot of you guys I know have been asking about my real estate course.
Okay, you guys. So,
like, literally, how do you purchase real estate? Where do I begin?
Coach Stone.
What do I need to do? Do I need $300,000? Do I need to get my credit right?
I'm going to give you a little story time today.
Is my credit good enough, you guys? Literally, you can purchase real estate, you guys, without having good credit.
I have never really...
Tell them I said it,
really
okay?
Told before.
You can literally purchase real estate without having good credit.
I'm going to do a little story time.
You do not have to have good credit. I'm going to do a little story time.
Since I have on my CEO shirt today,
I'm not saying that you shouldn't have good credit. I'm not saying that, and I never said that. But you literally... Oh my gosh! Don't have to wait until
it's
your
so long.
credit is
like I just
right
thought of like multiple parts.
Okay. You literally can skip over the hump. Okay. And you can.
So I'm gonna do a story time of how I got started
still even later
with my business,
you guys,
and
because
how I
it's levels to it, right?
And how
it's multiple ways that you can purchase real estate. Wow. I think it's going to have to be and a lot of you guys probably have been looking for homes, probably looking at homes.
So I'm going to have to do this one in part one,
whole
and then I'm going to have to do a part two of my bigger,
from online,
location, my bigger brand,
from real estate agents and all.
I'm going to try not
that
to
you have to have maybe $275,000.
However, I'm going to do a part one and a part two because I just remembered
$300,000, right? The real life behind the scenes has literally been a part one and a part two, where I literally had. You do not have to have $275,000 to $300,000 to purchase. Your first home. I'm in now. Okay, the bigger location. Now, if you want to go big or go home, and why I went on $275,000 to $1 million salon, and how I got there, how I got established.
I'm giving you the tea.
The risks I took. However, I'm going to start with,
and I'm giving you the tea.
My
in this real estate course, I am giving you the tea
of how I did it, you guys. How I
real estate
did it,
starting under $1,000.
Let me sit back for this one so I can get
this
relaxed,
year.
This is my page.
I am again. I'm going to repeat.
Y'all,
I am giving you the tea.
First times y'all see me,
the whole tea with me.
This is a studio. This is my personal
of how you can purchase real estate starting for under $1,000. Okay, do the math.
Man, I hope I don't
$50,000. Go big or go home. $10,000. Save up $10,000. Okay, save up $10,000. Okay. And then you're literally in the game.
I'm looking at
I'm telling you guys, I've done it. I've done it. I've been there. I've been in the rooms. I see them walk out the door with it. I've walked out the door with it. Last year alone, you guys, I went in and purchased 3 properties on last year to add to my portfolio. Okay? Teach your family the game. I'm giving you this course so you can teach your family the game. No one taught me the game.
Dang,
I literally, you guys, didn't have anything growing up as a child. When you say, and you hear them say, I went to school with holes in my shoes. I went to school with holes in my shoes. I remember having a pair of Pumas, a pair of black Pumas, like my shirt black and white with the white under the bottom and the black at the top.
My God.
And I remember them being hand-me-downs at the time, since I'm thinking about it, right? And I remember, you guys, and I think I was in maybe high school at the time, and I remember putting on a black pair of socks in those suede Pumas.
Wow, just let it
I
flow.
remember putting on a black pair of socks in those suede Pumas to cover up the hole in my toe.
Oh my gosh, I'm sitting here and
I remember, you guys, putting on a black pair of socks. This is me being a kid.
I remember being a young girl, you guys, in elementary school.
And I am trying to stop you guys from having to go through the struggle.
That's why it's real life.
From having to
and if you guys
lack
follow my page and
for anything, like there is no more lack, you guys. There is no more lack. Like the game is here. Like the game is here. Like the game plan is here. Like the plan is here. It's simple.
Business owners how to.
But you have to literally
and how to go from
be ready
to dreaming it.
You have to literally be ready to move forward.
How you can literally go from
everything is not a scam.
Dreaming.
I've been through it. I've lived it. That's why I opened my university,
and how
so I can help others live it. Go from dreaming it to living it, like I have. Go from dreaming it to living it, like I have. So anyway, you guys, back to the shoes. So I remember you guys having those Pumas, those suede Pumas, you guys, and having to put on black socks so that no one at school could see the holes in my shoes.
Anyway, you guys, so as I sit here, the woman that I am today, and the woman I'm becoming, you guys. So I remember. I'm sorry it's taking a while. Dang.
Literally.
I remember though, you guys.
So I remember you guys. I don't know if you caught that. But I remember you guys having to wear the black socks so that, I wouldn't get picked at school from having a hole in my shoes, y'all. It was horrible.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
We didn't have much. Like, we didn't have much. I literally.
What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up?
All the things with hand-me-downs. I had hand-me-downs. Literally went from sense to mint condition.
You have the doctors. You have the lawyers.
Like living in Hollywood and living my dream life. I dreamed when I was a young girl that I would be an actor on the big stage. I performed in the school plays in my elementary school. I got a standing ovation and round of applause for every play I recited. Those plays, I was the best at what I did in school. I loved it. I loved it. It's always been in me. It's always have been in me. And what is in you is going to manifest. You guys, no one can take it away.
On set several times.
But anyway, you guys, from literally going from sense to CEO of my own companies, my own beauty salon for over 15 years, you guys.
I literally talked about it, and
to living in Hollywood, California, small town girl.
I can say like
that didn't even have much. Had an outhouse. I remember.
I have a great time at home, and I have a great time with my kids and my family. That's for sure. It's school, real life behind the scenes.
So here I am, you guys.
But I do have this.
Everything that I've learned is packaged here for you to be able to learn.
I literally
and grow your family
to do, you guys,
so they won't have to struggle.
And y'all, it's so crazy because I got bullied in school. Like I
got
bullied in school.
You guys.
I got told that I was.
Listen up. Learn up.
This and that.
Put it all in
school,
perspective.
I got
knowledge is power, but not only is knowledge power.
Where I got beat up
when you put that knowledge to action
in elementary school, like just kids.
And you put that knowledge,
it was
to
ugly.
action.
It was ugly, and kids can be so.
And you carry out these plans.
Ugly. I got bullied.
Then knowledge is even more powerful.
Bullying, but I literally
and no one can ever take that away from you.
Bullied in elementary school to even middle school. But my dream has always been to become an actor or a model. So basically, what I'm saying is, I've always been this beauty person. Like this beauty person has always been in me. Like it's always been in me, and it has came out through my beauty industry, through making other people look good and making other people look great. I've done some on-set jobs where I've done hair and makeup. I look forward to doing more hair and makeup on set. It's just because that's what I love doing, and that's where my place is at, to grow others. And a lot of people don't realize my passion comes from being bullied. Like my passion comes from being bullied, knowing that beauty inside of me was eventually, knowing who I am as a person, growing other people, making other people look good and making other people look great, especially kids, teens,
you know, giving them confidence, providing them confidence, because I was that one, you guys, that didn't have my hair fixed going to school. I was that one that got picked at, in school, like from not having my hair fixed. I didn't have any control of that at that time. So now I have control of my life and how I want to wear my hair, how I want to look when I step out. Now I have control. And it's so crazy, you guys, that I didn't even realize that I had full control, and I haven't taken like 1000% control. But you literally, when you're an adult, you literally have charge of your own life. How do you want to look? How you want to look? How you want to present yourself? You want to present yourself snobby? You want to present yourself slobby? You want to present yourself, however, like, you know what I'm saying? However you want to present yourself. You want to wear pink hair, you want to wear green hair, you want to wear blue hair, you want to wear no hair, you want to wear long hair, you want to wear short hair, you want to wear a short dress, you want to wear a medium dress, you want to wear a knee-length dress, you want to wear pants, you want to wear booty rockers, whatever. Like, do you, So now I realize, that I have control of my life and what I want to be, how I want to present myself. And when I was a child, I got bullied, you guys, and I didn't have control. Like, I didn't have control of that. My family didn't have much, so I didn't have control. Like, I don't know if mom just didn't know how to fix hair or whatever, but when I got like 13, 12, 13 or whatever, however old I was, to learn how to do my own freaking hair, then that's when I started doing my own daggone hair. And I never let them get back in. Let my mom get back in. I didn't even go to a beauty salon, you guys. My parents didn't have money to send me to a beauty salon. I never went to a beauty salon being a kid. Never went to a beauty salon. Never went to a beauty salon. Beauty salon was probably putting a ponytail in or something like that. And I learned how to do all that by myself. I was self-taught. So it's crazy. So yeah, the beauty industry came along with me being at work one day. I remember, and I was at work one day. I was in retail. I hadn't had a whole lot of jobs before I started my beauty career and opened my beauty salons. I hadn't had a whole lot of jobs in the corporate industry. I was in retail. My very first job was at Burger King, and I worked there. I worked 2 jobs. I worked there long enough. My parents didn't drive. My mom didn't drive. No one drove. So I worked there long enough to buy my first car, and I taught myself how to drive that car. I taught myself how to drive my first car, my very first car. And that's how I had to purchase my first car, because I didn't have, like, dang, that's so crazy. Life is crazy. On to now purchasing my kids multiple cars, and even, Camaros, even to giving them cars, like, just giving them cars, and being able to afford cars. And I did all of this through the beauty industry, from literally going from cents, not having pennies on a dollar, not having, going to school with holes in my shoes, to literally mint condition. So you guys, so how I opened my first salon, you guys, and where my beauty, it might be 3 parts, you guys. So how I started was, I was at work one day, in retail, and I had a great job in retail. I really liked retail. I worked at this plant, you guys. This is the one I'm talking about. But I remember working at this plant, and it was one of the highest paying plants that there was in the city. One of the highest paying plants that there was in the city. However, I was in retail, and I worked the register. I worked at the front doing that, the cashier. People come through the line, they purchase items, and I check them out. So I didn't make a whole lot doing what I did. However, the people that were inside the plant, in the back, in the office, on the lines or whatever, then those are the ones that actually made money. And money then was like $25 an hour, $28 an hour. This is what they made. And I like the fact that, you guys, these guys, y'all, I have to give them a shout out. Maybe, somebody eventually jump on my YouTube video, and they'll be able to relate with what I'm saying. But you guys, this was one of the greatest places that I worked at when I was actually in the corporate world, when I actually, worked the 9 to 5. Because they were so kind, you guys, even though, and it's so crazy because it made me want to cry again. But even though, you guys, I was like small to them. Like, I was one of the smallest little things that, to them. I was younger, and I don't mean small as in size. I mean small as in not, up there where they were, not, not making a whole lot of money, you know. And I'm talking about minimum wage then. Minimum wage then, minimum wage has never been a whole lot like then. I think minimum wage when I was working the register was like $7.25, $7.15 or something like that. And where I'm from, in the South, it took it a while. It took minimum wage a whole long time to change. I think it just changed maybe like 3 years ago or 4 years ago at the most. So anyway, so the guys would come in, and I say guys because this particular plant had mostly guys, and they were mostly older gentlemen. And they would come in, you guys, and they would come through my line and purchase products and stuff. And they would be so freaking nice to me. They would be so nice to me. They would ask me how I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? They would come in, they would laugh and talk, and it would make me feel so good. I thought it was one of the best jobs that I had ever had. Like, I thought literally, I'm about to cry again. I'm telling you. I didn't know this is so touchy to freaking do a story time. So like I said, this is one of the best jobs literally that I had, working my 9 to 5 because, I was just so comfortable. And then on top of that, let me tell you, so I worked like from 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. and I made 40 hours a week. So I worked from 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. So I had the awesomest shift. You know what I'm saying? I had the awesome shift. So I got a really good time, and everything. So, but what made me start my beauty career was I've always, being a foster child and everything. Dang, I can tell another story time maybe about that later. You know what I'm saying? But I was a foster child. So being a foster child, I took courses. Like I took courses, achievement courses. I took, self-care courses and stuff like that. And I learned a whole lot. And one of the things that I learned was to be a goal taker. Like, have goals, have a plan. So I realized, you guys, and this is what made me realize that, that I didn't want to be there. Like, I didn't want to be there. And I don't mean like physically, I didn't want to be there because I love working there physically, but I didn't want to be there mentally. Let's just say mentally. I didn't mean that. So I didn't really want to be there. I love being there physically, but I didn't really want to, physically and mentally be at that place where I was making $7.25 an hour for the rest of my life. So you're talking about $7.25 an hour. You're talking about per week. You're talking about maybe like $200 and something to $300 and something a week, y'all. Dang, that's so crazy. I had to scratch my arm on that. That's not a whole lot. So yeah, I didn't want to be there. Like, I didn't want to be there like the rest of my life. Like, I thought about it. I'm like, I'm just cashier. You know what I'm saying? I'm just working at the register. These people in here, these men in here, and they're making all this money. They're smiling. They're happy. And they're making all this money. Most of them going to retire from here. They're getting big pay. Like, they're getting big paycheck. They're comfortable. So I realized that I didn't want to be in that place, like, for the rest of my life. I didn't want to be that one that gets stuck working a register for the rest of my life and not having enough money, like, So I literally thought about it, and I'm not making this up, you guys. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up at all. So I thought about, like, what it is that I want to do. I had a social worker that wanted me to go to school and be an LPN. And she told me that was one of the shortest things that I could do at the time, to go to school for that. I had no prior knowledge of it. I had no prior interest at all of being an LPN. Like right now, LPNs probably make pretty good money. She said that was one of the shortest things that I could do, terms that I could go to school. It would take like a year, and then I could go and be an LPN, and and be done. So, but anyway, I didn't want to do that. No, I didn't want to do that. So I thought about what it was that I really wanted to do at my register. Like literally, I thought about it. I don't know how long I thought about it. It was a long time ago. I don't know how long I thought about it, or whatever. But I know I thought about it, and I thought, like, okay, what is it that I want to do? Like, what would I like doing? Because one of the things that I learned. Oh my gosh, my computer snapped for a minute. Let me hurry up. I don't know what happened. So, one of the things that I realized that I wanted to do, being on that register after I think about it, and it's so crazy, it's a parallel, you guys. But one of the things that I wanted to do was change lives. I wanted to change lives. And I was like, how could I change people's lives? Like, how could I change people's lives? Like, what could I do what could I go to school for a short period of time that would be life changing for people? And I realized from working on that register every day, and being in customer service, that I liked customer service. I liked dealing with people. I was a people's person. And I realized that I wanted to see people look good. I wanted to see people better themselves, and I wanted to see people look good. So I went to school, so I decided that I was going to go to beauty college because I wanted to see people look good. Why I wanted to see people look good? I told y'all why I wanted to see people look good already. So I wanted to see people look good, and not only did I want to see people look good, but I wanted to see people wanted people to feel good. I wanted people to look good and feel good about themselves when they came to me. Literally, I wanted people to look good, and I wanted them to literally feel good about themselves when they came to see me, when they came to me. And I got paid for that. I opened my beauty salon, so that's how I opened my beauty salon. That's why I opened my beauty salon, and I got paid for that. And I know this video is supposed to be about how I opened my beauty salon, right? So that's that's the groundwork. Like, that's the foundation of me opening my beauty salon, number one. Okay? That's the foundation of how I opened my beauty salon, where did it come from, like how I got in the beauty industry. Because I wanted to see people look good and feel good. Because if you look good, then you feel good. If you look good, then you feel great. And I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted everybody to look good and feel good. That's how I opened my beauty salon. And now I've been in business for over 15 years. So anyway, you guys, check out my part 2 of my bigger location, and you'll get to see how I ended up opening my salon number 2. And now on to Sense Cement University, and how I'm teaching everybody else what I've learned, the game, how to gain passive income streams from one stream of income, which I've always had this one stream of income, that one business stream of income, and how I flip that stream of income on to purchasing real estate, becoming an author, selling ebooks, all of that good stuff, short-term rental, purchasing multiple cars for my man, the game, life has been good. So Sense to Mint.org is my online university.